Good morning. This morning I was looking at the news and couldn't help but notice what's going on in Southwest Colorado, among other states. But Southwest Colorado really got my attention. I'll tell you why. There was a terrible miscarriage of justice that occurred there with a little old lady living by herself, but she had some substantial acreage that the Bureau of Land Management wanted it. So the Bureau of Land Management, with the blessings of the local sheriff, took it, stole it, okay, outright stole it, because she refused to sell. She didn't want to sell, okay. And there was a group of men there, later became known as the Colorado Eight, led by Bruce Doucette. They all got arrested because they actually followed the law of a common law jury, common law courts, etc. And they notified the judge that oversaw that, this sheriff, and maybe some others, that they had violated the law. And they had 40 days to respond, okay? They never responded. So, Bruce Doucette and the rest and the common law jury followed the law and went after their bond, okay? Went after their bond. And they were supposed to appear and answer legally and justifiably why they stole or allowed to be stole this lady's property. Well, then the federal government, the FBI, they get involved and arrested them all, and they are prosecuted for paper terrorism. Paper terrorism. Are you serious? A law that doesn't exist. And they were found guilty and sentenced to prison. Bruce Doucette was 38 years. He's got about 28 years still to serve. I have never seen such a gross overreach, such a gross miscarriage of justice. Vincent Easley and I attended the trial of Bruce Doucette. And it was, to say it was a kangaroo court is not even giving it justice. When I heard the jury instructions from that judge, I was like, there's no way. The jury cannot find these men guilty unless the jury said hell no. But the evidence they were given and the evidence denied made jury nullification way out there. And I'm sure they would have been browbeat, maybe even threatened if they come out with a different verdict. So, this miscarriage of justice originated in Southwest Colorado. And they have got some huge, huge floods. What everybody needs to understand, the justice of God grinds slowly but exceedingly fine. And it may take some time. It may take some time. I noticed this a few years ago. See, most of those, that judge, prosecuting attorney, they lived pretty close to that courthouse in a tract. And I can't even remember how I found that out. There's a tract there. And in the middle of the winter, the whole tract burned down. All these big, big, gorgeous houses burned down. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but they grind exceedingly fine. You cannot avoid the judgments of God. And this goes for everybody that allows that to take place. See, that was a high-profile case, very high-profile case. The locals never showed up to protest. You had a couple protesters, me and Vincent Easley. The rest of the people could care less. And you are a disgusting people. If you didn't show up to protest when you could, and that you were right there, close, you got what you deserve. And it's just going to get worse. It'll get worse. And you'll be begging for forgiveness, maybe, because I think you're all primarily atheists. And you're going to get exactly what you deserve. Over and out.